So we scored, but both the visitors were guests, and Peru was the home team.
Well, it's Mark DeCosta over that way. It looks like Larry Bayshard over this way. Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 29th day of August 2012, and this is the championship game of the annual Cougar Booster Club tip-off tournament. The Peru Indians, this is JVs by the way, the Peru Indians defeated Saranac 2-0 last night, and the Cougar Boys 6-1 victors over the Northern Adirondack Bobcats. It's a pleasant day, temperature in the probably low 70s right now, but it'll only cool off a bit before the game is over. 7:30 start, so it won't be long before the the lights come into play. They've just turned the lights on, so they will be needed well before the first half is over. Eric Dubé is the coach for Peru. His lineup includes Keegan Kemp, number 2, Jesse Dick, number 3, Dylan Baker 4, Matt Paulhemus is 5, Alexander Baudet is 6, Kanan Provost is 7, Isaiah Maddox is 8, David Gilbert 10, Cody Arnold 11, we'll follow the ball here. Ethan Brown 12, Michael Mills 13, Austin Rabidou 15, whoops, our Zoom is still not fixed here. Austin Rabidou 15, Bryce Smith 16, Thomas Matthews 18, Connor Turgeon is 21, Michael Dupree is 23, and Hunter Sartwell 24. I'm not sure which one of those fellows is the keeper, the goalie. There's a number 1 on his back, and there's no number 1 listed on the roster, so he may or may not be one of those fellows we've just read off. For Frank Dumas's home team, the Cougars, Mike McLeod is 1, Kirsten Lutz is 2, Jordan Berlotti is 3, cross. Let's see, Jacob LaFountain is 4, Chase Sample 5, Ryan Savage 6, Jacob Brown 7, Alex Gagno is 8, Scott Frenier 9, Ryan Parent 10, Troy Tatro is 11, Nick Dragoon was number 12, he's in the goal, and we have a goal for the Cougars. Looks like this young fella here is taking credit for it. It'd be number 24, it'd be Cameron Hobart, or Herbert, let's see, Hobart. When I first started taping here 29 years ago, his mother was playing for Northeastern. Hobart from who? Didn't see?
Yeah.
Unassisted, okay. Start the clock. Okay, Dylan Glad is 13. Nick Dragoon, I said, is the goalie. Masomo Birch is 14. Matt Snide 15. Nicholas LeDuc is 16. Teal Sisson is 17. Jake McDougall 18. Devin McManus is 19. Brady Vassar is 20. Riley Cushing 21. Brendan Boutan 23. Cameron Hulbert 24. And Cole Passano is 26. And with that said, I'm going to be concentrating on the action. and no way I can do a play-by-play with all these unfamiliar names and numbers and run the camera at the same time. So I'm going to, since this is television, we are going to concentrate on the camera work. Our regular Cougar announcer, Joe Southwick, had other commitments tonight, otherwise he would have been here. Last night in the opening round of this tournament, I had prior commitments, otherwise I would have been here, but I didn't know about this tournament until about 10 days before it started. So if people are planning things, they should, if they want me to record, then they should consider letting us know as far ahead as possible, so we can get it on our calendar. That way when people call me up and say, "Are you busy?" and I don't say, "Nope, I'm free that night." And that's what happened last night. I ended up going to Keysville, record something there for the village. I made more money being in Keysville last night than I'll make being here tonight, but that's beside the point. This is viewer-supported local television, and the vast majority of the viewers just don't grasp that they are the ones who are needed to support this programming, so that it may continue into the future. There going the goalie, the keeper. Wind is not a factor tonight at this point in time. This is the Wednesday before school starts. School starts in about a week. White throw. The Cougar girls will not be having a home tournament this year, but they will be on the road in Saranac. I don't expect to be covering any of those games. The Cougar boys, varsity boys, will have their Pizza Hut tournament, and we hope to cover both of the Cougar games in that tourney. Problem lies in the fact that the Shazy girls and boys have tournaments going on just down the road a piece. Kicking back for control. Turns it. Sent up the field to Brown. Broken up by the Indians. Kicked it wide. Sent up to the 18. And shot taken by Berlotti. Nice full moon out tonight. We're pretty darn full. Play on. White throw. Our Zoom was broken, and I was hoping to get it fixed by now, but it didn't happen. So until I get used to using it in a soccer game, we're going to get those extreme close-ups like that. Nice stop there by Dragoon. Oh, good effort. That was intended for Parent from Berlotti. We are just a hair over 10 minutes into the ball game. Cougars are leading it 1-0. This will be a white throw. Cougar throw. Red throw. That'll be a goal kick. Keeping the ball boys busy. In fact, they end up with 2 balls on the field. Cougars make a late substitution here. That guy or guys that came in were not there when the ball went out. Stopped at the 18. Here's a shot. That's going to go wide. That'll be a goal kick for Peru. There are corners that I can't get to here. When Shazy put up their new booth, and they put up their first booth and their second booth, we were conferred with, and they made it so that it would fit our purposes. When Northeastern put up their first booth 20 some odd years ago, Pete Stone and the others who were building it conferred and made sure it would fit our purposes. However, when this one was put up by the Booster Club, nobody asked us what our needs were. They just thought, well, as long as you got a window there, that's all that matters. And it doesn't quite work out that way. But nothing is perfect in life, and there are a few areas that we just can't pick up. And there's an area where there's a pole in front of our view over to our left here. But nothing too dramatic. Peru throw. This will be a kick for the Indians. Yeah, 15 minutes into the game. Cougars trying to get out of midfield. From the Cougars. Where'd he go? Ended up over there. Went off the end line, so it's a goal kick. Brown is playing the ball, now he carries it in. Yeah. Corner kick for the Cougars. Not sure what that was all about. White kick. Red throw. Keeper gets there just before the charging Cougar. And that was Alex Gagno on the attack. Another save. We are approaching the midway point in the first half. Nothing Cougars. Oh, no handball called. Another nice stop for Northeastern. A break there for the Indians. The man was trying to clear it. Not sure on that shoulder ball there what that call should be. Pay no attention to the zoom in on the grass. This camera just keeps zooming one way or the other unless I stop it. Be a corner kick, and here it comes. Another corner for the Cougars. Looks like 23 is coming over. Let's give him Brendan Boutin. Boutin is going to take the corner. .22 on the clock. 1-0 Northeastern. Goal coming in the first few minutes. Shot by Cameron Hulbert. And Dragoon makes a stop. Indians pass it back. White throw, but first we have a sub coming in. This is a Wednesday, and by Friday we're supposed to be back up around 90. That looks like a wide open goal, and it might have gone in anyway. Might have gone in anyway, but just that was number 3, Jordan Berlotti scoring. Who we got in the assist?
Theo Sisson to Ryan Parent and then Jordan scored.
Alright, Sisson to Parent to who?
To Ryan Parent and Jordan Berlotti scored.
Jordan Berlotti, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sisson, Parent, Berlotti. And it's a 2-0 game with 14:46 showing on the clock here in the first half. Oh, bounces off Peru. Cougar throw. And looking for a breakaway. There's Peru. Oh, gets the shot off. Good effort there. Number 12. I'm going to look at the Peru roster here and tell you that that is Ethan Brown. Possible that the Browns are related. Minutes and a few seconds here in the first half. It's 2-0 Northeastern. White throw. Red throw. Keeper makes the stop. We approach the 12-minute mark. Here's the punt. Like a white throw. You can see the dust coming up, very dry. If we don't get a little bit of rain, this field will get torn up pretty quick, I think. The roots and the turf aren't very deep right now with no moisture in the ground. And Dragon hauls it in. Indians break it up. Red throw. But first we have some subs. Subs in for the Cougars. And we're going to approach the 10-minute mark and now past the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Ooh, just like that. Verlotti scores his second goal, and it's 3-0. 3-0. .9:52 when the clock was stopped. And the Cougars off to a 3-0 advantage after winning last night by a 6-1 margin. So thus far, in their first game and a half, they have scored 90% of the points. 90% of the goals that have been scored in the games were scored by the Cougars. 6-1 and 3-0.
I must have missed the shot.
Late throw, 8:40 on the clock. Red throw. Subs were coming in. And as you can see, the lights that were not entirely necessary when the half started are very necessary at the moment. Stopped at midfield. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Down the field, the Cougars continue to be on the offense.
Christian's not here.
Trip, shot, over the top.
Well, Coach thought he was here, so I don't think he's holding
We'll have a goal kick. We're at 8,000 videos right now online, or we will be when I return to the office. And put up 3 videos that are sitting there. We will be sitting there, ready to go up. This one here will be number 8001 when I put it up tomorrow. Available for free viewing on the internet anytime you want. Under 5 to go in the first half. We'll have another goal kick. Sent up the wing. Up to the 18. Approaching the 3-minute mark of time remaining. .224 showing in the first half. 3-0 Cougars. Junior varsity boys soccer tournament championship game from August 29th, 2012. Peru defeated Saranac to get here, and Northeastern defeated Northern Adirondack. Those games were not recorded on hometown cable. We were not aware of the tournament until several days before the tournament began. Over the top. Nice shot. And it goes over the top. There we go. I thought they were going to walk by. This was not my job. There's a goal kick. Down to under a minute. I didn't hear the 2-minute warning.
No, that was early.
22 seconds to go in the half. $10 seconds.
We'll take $1. Exactly. Sell them for $1. Sell them for $1. Everyone will buy it.
At the half, it's Northeastern 3, Peru nothing here on Hometown Cable Viewer supported local television. Second half has begun and is 3-0 ball game. We're starting the second half minus the game clock, which seems every preseason they have problems here. They come out and expect the clock to be working and something messes up. Well, it's a early season problem that we've seen before. So 3-0 is the score. Northeastern leading in this junior varsity tournament. They're about a minute into it.
You heard sick time? Yeah. So if I get attention, we'll give them stop the game. So set time.
And Peru has scored. Stop the clock. Stop the clock, but isn't wrong. Isn't going anyway. So it was Peru goal and get a number. 38-19 on the clock. The temperatures tonight, there's contrasting short sleeves and jackets, depending on how you feel about the weather, I guess. I'm in short sleeves, but I'm in a booth. So I think I'd have at least a windbreaker if I were out there.
Did you have started up there?
It's in the 60s with no sun shining, so it's not like the 60s with the sun beating on you. Our overnight low last night was 50.7, but the higher elevations, they get into the 30s. So Peru playing with some intensity. Don't think it's a wind thing though. It's not no wind blowing here. If we can find a corner, there's a corner flag. Flag's just hanging there. No wind favoring the guys going to our right.
Did we get saved? Like, they got saved.
It's gonna be 2 shots.
Both them. I think I'm number 6. Number 2
Whoa! A bit of a misstep there when he put the brakes on. That was Leduc. Kind of catching the front part of his foot on the toe area. Red throw. Good crowd here for this JV ball game. Call goes against the Cougars. Indians put it back in play. Kick for Peru. Dangerous area. Good effort. Very good effort. Another Peru goal here would certainly get the Cougars' attention. Offsides on the kick. Once the keeper touches it, offsides. Once the keeper touches it, was he in back of the keeper? Must be what the call was. 10 yards.
15-minute shot. Ooh.
Want to go wide. Fellow helping out. And we'll have a goal kick. There's a goal kick. Approaching the 30-minute mark in the second half. Red throw. 3-1 Northeastern Junior Varsity Tournament Final. Cougar kick.
First one.
Push. Referee DeCoste determining that there was no advantage for the Cougars to lose there. So instead of play on, figured that on the push they had lost their advantage. So he blew the whistle. There's the restart. Not the 35-yard line. It looks like Brown, yep, Brown in the corner has made it 4-0 Cougar, 4-1 Cougars.
Down.
27:55 remaining. There's the goal kick. Cougar kick. Over the top.
I did that yesterday.
Over the top. Good effort there by Northeastern Clinton. Trying to add to their 4-1 lead. With 26 to go in the game. Pass back. McLeod takes a shot. No.
Yeah, stop it.
No. No, the ref will tell you.
Their coach is on the field.
Not yet. Not officially. The refs have not said stop the clock. Hey, Brown snuck in there again. It's his second goal, and it's 5-1 Cougars, 23:36 on the clock. Perry Tremblay, older brother of Joey. Older brother of Lisa too, and younger brother of Larry and Cindy and Marcia.
Michael Frost.
Off white. Red throw. A red throw. Ball stays at the 18. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome. Sorry.
faces off Indian, and we're going to have a clock stoppage here. I think he is hurt. We'll have a restart at 21:45. The white throw, the sub coming in. Cougars continue to control. And into the box, into the keeper.
There was no shot.
Red throw. Under 20 to go in the game. 5-1 Cougars. Not sure what that little flash was. There's no lightning in the area. Kick to the keeper. Ball is out. I'm going to bring it back for a throw. The white subs in. Our score with 18 and a half remaining is Northeastern Clinton 5 and the Peru Indians 1. This is the Booster Club preseason tournament, and this is the championship game. The Cougars 6-1 victors over Northern Adirondack in the second game of the tournament, and then the first game of the tournament last night it was 2-0 Peru over Saranac. And they do not have a consolation game in this tournament. Stopped by Peru. Back to midfield. Good shot, and whoa! Looked like it hit the post. Looked like it was played off the post. Under 15 to go. White throw. I'll make it 6-1. Nick Leduc with the goal. 13:42 remaining. I make it 6-1 Cougars. Goes out. A white throw. White throw. Under 12 to go. So right now the Cougars leading by the same score that they won by last night. Cougars bring it back. Stopped at the 18. Under 11 to go. Cougar throw. Grabbed by the keeper. Offside, I guess. White kicked. Peru carries it out. About 9 minutes remaining in the second half. White throw. No call. The keeper let it go out. Be a goal kick. Crowd with the shot. Well, we got 7:05 to go. 6-1 Cougars.
Get a shot right
make a circle.
Oh, no call. Imagine that ground's kind of hard being so dry.
Ooh, that was good.
Ooh, nice pass. Let's see, who's number 8? Gagno. Couldn't finish it. There was a 6. 6 is Savage. Here comes Peru, hoping. That'll be a goal kick. Alright, I have no idea what just happened.
That was close.
Suddenly had some strange things showing up on my camera. I don't think they were showing up on the recording part, but they were showing up on the viewing part. So I had to find out what was going on while I continued to record.
Oh, there's a
Slow to get up.
What's he doing?
He's back on his feet. He's down. We'll stop the clock. We'll have 4:21 remaining when the ball was kicked. Under 4 now. Good effort out of our camera range.
Michael should.
White throw.
I think it was a short pass. Oh.
2:42 to go.
Time to practice tomorrow.
White throw.
Especially after the game like
Red throw. 2 minutes.
like a chihuahua. He's just standing there on the like a bigger, big chihuahua.
We let one dog in free.
They didn't bark or anything. I just watched it.
The Cougar throw. Under a minute now. Keeper plays with it. And down to 27.
I'm just gonna start marking everything. Thursday.
10 seconds. And that'll do it. A 6-1 victory. Northeastern Clinton defeats Peru, and that's the way it was. And Cougar Booster Club preseason tournament action on this 29th day of August 2012. You're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Win, lose, or draw TV worthy of your support. And we could show you some support from all these Cougar families here. So how about it, folks? How about it, kids? Tell your parents to step up to the plate and keep this programming coming. Thanks for watching.